I used it all the time, and now that I'm not coaching, it's a way for me to keep up on what everybody else is doing. All you have to do. I use the same program, Game Changer. I use it with the Iron Colts with the travel team, so it allows me to keep like records of every team that either I follow or that I actually score their games, and so it's nice because then you also can see, if you want to pay to get more information, you can also see what kind of statistics. It kind of helps you do some scouting, for who's playing, who's not. Did they pitch this guy? So now you know who might be coming up, when you play a team. But I like it. I'm a stat guy. I love statistics. I've always been. My mother used to make fun of me because I would make lists when I was younger, just like, oh, this guy has this. I like it because it calculates statistics for you. You don't even have to calculate anything.
Saves
you
a lot
just
of
tell
time.
them. You tell which one statistics you want to pay attention to, and that's what it will pay attention to. And I know they use it for You can use it for basketball now too. Mm-hmm. It's a game changer for basketball. And I kind of stumbled upon it because when I was coaching, we were at a conference up in Connecticut, and the coach from Stanford was there giving a talk, and he was the one who told me about it, this Game Changer. Mm-hmm. And I looked into it, and it is I did it on my phone. I just in my hand scored it as the game, as we're playing games, I'm scoring the game. Yeah. And it's so easy to use. I mean, it's, I used to I would actually practice doing it. I would go to watch a Phillies game and score it myself, just so that I would get some practice with it. And now it's just like I do it all the time.
I have a couple follow-up questions, but Charlie, I want to ask you how you used it and talk about this year in particular.
I'm very familiar with Game Changer, but we use a little different application. It's called iScore, and I use it for one simple reason. We paid up front. It's about an $8 or $10 app one time, and all of our parents get to log on. They punch in our username, and they get to follow the game from work, from home, if they can't make it on their computer live as it's happening, in progress. The difference, I think, with Game Changer, I think the parents have to create an account and pay to do that, right. Whereas we, as a team, pay that one time up front. And our parents, many parents have told me about parents in our area that work in New York City and stuff like that, just can't, or just simply work late.
Is it real time? They get it right
real
away?
Time, pitch for pitch, real time. We have our scorekeeper who, in the old days would be doing the book. He's become an expert at it.
That sounds familiar. That was my job. I would have lost my job if I came up with it.
But one thing you're right. I mean, the stats that it produces are incredible. First pitch strike percentages and line drive, quality at bat percentages, things that even I had to take a step back and say, how is this even calculated? Yeah. But the thing I find is it just makes me feel maybe a little bit more prepared. I could really dig down deep into a pitching performance or kids at bats, and maybe a kid is 2 for 10, but I can really get down deep and see did he have, what kind of quality at bats did he had, and I could really analyze a pitcher's outing, and for me, it's just another way of maybe being a little more prepared.
Yeah. And just to kind of follow up on what you said, talk about how you use these during the game. This isn't just, okay, you go down after a game or before the next game and look over stats. Right. This is stuff you can do actually while a game is unfolding now. Yeah.
You can. The great thing is, when a hitter comes up that we have faced before, let's say, for example, it's a senior, and we've been playing, and this kid's been on the varsity for 3 years. When his turn in the order comes up, boom, there's a spray chart that pops right up.
Yep.
And the spray chart is detailed down to the type of hit, out, was it a hit, was it an out, was it a line drive, pop-up, fly ball, ground ball, of course. It's very detailed that way. So very quickly I can take a look and I see a whole bunch of green lines to the left side of the field, and I can move my shortstop and my third baseman accordingly. So that's how I use it in game.
Yeah. And that's something that accumulates. So if a player comes up as a freshman, you know that you had success throwing them a curveball, for example.
Correct.
Yep. They're just their tendencies of where they like to hit the ball. Do they pull the ball, or do they like to go opposite field with the pitch? Like exactly what he said. That's exactly what I was going to say. Playing with teams you play twice, Parkland, the Whitehalls, Northamptons, you go through.
You have a
like
book.
you said, you have it. You know what their tendencies are, and it really does help you. And it's instant. Also, it logs the pitches, so it's like a pitch counter for you as well, so you can see that. So it has a lot of good qualities.